EU weakened as global superpower after Brexit claims. Biter. Sign up to receive our rundown of the days direct to your inbox. Subscribe. When you subscribe, we will use the information you provide to send you these newsletters. Sometimes they'll include recommendations for other related newsletters or services. Our privacy notice explains more about how we use your data and your rights. You can unsubscribe at any. Economist Professor Willem Biter argued that Brexit had significantly weakened the European Union. While speaking in a roundtable discussion on Narcissus YouTube channel, Professor Biter highlighted some of the constraints the EU has faced regarding becoming He insisted that even with Britain, the EU was unable to sufficiently manage its single market. He noted post-Brexit the EU would have to find a way to have an adequate two-nation single economy rather than individual. Professor Biter said, "There is no doubt that Brexit has weakened the European Union. The EU is always the poor global superpower because of its failure to establish a proper internal market even with the UK as a member. The EU is still very far from having a single two-country European economy. We still have two national economies coexisting. There is no doubt that it has been diminished by the UK's departure. Unless the EU takes steps to deepen its internal integration among the remaining two member states, it will be a diminished global. This will mean it is even further away from being a global superpower." Brexit. Professor discusses harassment and abuse following Britain's departure from the EU. Tensions have begun to rise in Europe regarding the possibility of other nations demanded member states realize the importance of the EU despite Brexit. While speaking for think tank Center for European Reform in a webinar, she warned member states that there were more threats outside of the EU. Trending a stronger and more unified Europe is extremely important. As I mentioned before, I truly hope that most other countries may have been dreaming of their own Brexit, whatever letter of the country comes out. I hope they have seen the reality of what it means to be on your own, in a global world, where competition is tough and the threats are even bigger. Europe is not only a moral imperative but it is a smart choice and we need to make it